So, do you consider yourself an amateur or a professional? Are you working from going from amateur to professional? Are you looking to retire and go from professional to amateur? What if you could be both? I'm going to make the case that the best professionals are. And we'll do that in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. We often think that the two main levels of pursuit of a skill or the execution of an area of work or a skill set or producing things, you're either an amateur or you're a professional. And amateur is one thing, professional is at a higher level, it's better and all that. I would present to you that the very best professionals never lose sight of what it means to be an amateur. Now, hear me out on this. The word amateur comes from the Latin for love, amare. And, its growth through the years has been through the Romance languages. And finally, we reach amateur, doing it for the love of things. And if you ever saw the series Mozart and the Jungle, you likely remember the line, you look at being an amateur as a bad thing. You're doing it for the love. Now, when you're doing it for the money, when you're doing it for the professional business, highly competitive in the world of marketing and selling and business-wise, we're doing what we're doing, whether we're acting or doing voice work, doing audiobook narration, we're doing it to make money. I would submit to you, though, that there is a third option, and it's an option that I try to strive for whenever I can, try to share with people and support people in doing this whenever I can, and that is to certainly pursue this as a professional, but never forget the love you have for this. I see people all the time are like, I just don't love this anymore. I don't like the strife. I don't like the pursuit of the work. I don't like the structure in which I have to do this. I'm done. I'm out. I'm going to go do something else. And it can happen because you lose the love that you had. Remember back when you first started writing, or when you first started acting, or you did your first voiceover work, or just started learning any of those pursuits. You had a feeling of love. And I hope that that's something that you can, if it has somehow dimmed or maybe been snuffed out entirely by frustration or a lack of the success that you think you deserve, that you can rekindle that. Because as a professional, if you always remember you're doing this for the love as well as the money, it ties into that phrase, do what you love and the money will follow. I don't necessarily think that's a given, but it's certainly something to pursue. If you can be a professional, bottom line, if you can be a professional and maintain a joy, a love for everything that you do, just so much better than just like, I got to get up and go to work. I hope there's more than that for you in this business, whatever this business is for you. Let me know in the comments below if this makes sense to you, if this is like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. For the love of it. Interesting. And for the money of it? Oh, okay. You can hit the like button if you like the message that you're hearing. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when the next episode comes out. Share this with some other creative type who needs to hear this message. I'd be thrilled. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.